It was no stranger to the people of the New World. Blood and death were always a part of life in these heathen lands. But when the Old World arrived from across the seas, it would clash with the New in a war that would forever change the Americas.
Hello and welcome on in everyone, I'm Space Wizard Total War and welcome once again to the next series in our journey through Medieval 2 and its many fantastic DLC. We have just finished up our Venice campaign, so if you haven't had a chance to go over and take a look at just the Venice Vanilla Grand campaign, we have that one on up and it has just been completed. So we are here now for the Apachean Tribes, as you all have voted for in the poll, so thank you all so much, all those who did vote in the poll. Our next campaign, I actually think we'll probably have yet another poll to decide between the Teutonic, Britannia, and then the third one is for the Crusades campaign. So we'll have a poll up to decide between the three of those in which we should play next. But for now, we are here with the Apachean Tribes. Actually, besides New Spain, my favorite of the Americas campaign factions here, and actually I think by far the strongest outside of New Spain directly. We are the only one that has access to a Crusade style mechanic, where we get to double our movement and have a whole bunch of free units, which would be terrifying for everyone around us. We are also the, if you've played Warhammer, the Wood Elf style faction where everyone pretty much has a bow, and we're actually able to yoink technology away from those we fight. So horses, gunpowder, stuff like that, we're able to steal from enemies after we have done battle with them a few times. We are going to be playing on a long campaign. We need to hold 30 regions, including the Apache camp, a Gualpum camp, a Comanche camp, Coahuila, the Caddo camp, and the Choctaw camp. So we'll have lots to do. We start at 1521 AD on an open plains and under a pale blue sky, around mountains and under rugged mesas. The many Apachean tribes roam far and wide over the north of the New World. Many tribes, such as the Navajo, Kiowa, and Jicarilla, are linked through common cultures and languages, but are fierce competitors for territory and resources, even amongst themselves. Most peoples of the Apachean tribes hunt bison in the plains, and live in hide tents that are easily constructed and taken down. You can follow the movements of the herds, which would make you think these are perhaps a horde style faction, maybe the only one for Medieval 2, but no, that's not the case. We just have different style of buildings to everyone else. Some tribes use dogs to haul their belongings and carry trade goods to the exchange for goods such as corn. The Apachean warriors are brave, fearless, and highly skilled at warfare, whether using bows, spears, hatchets, or weapons taken from their enemies. Woe betides the enemy who angers the Apacheans enough to go on the warpath, which is our Crusade mechanic. The tribes have a deep spiritual connection with the land, passed down through stories of heroes and spirits. Spiritual dances are often practiced to bring improvements to the lives of the tribes, such as rain and good harvests, which is much better than Carthage. They had a sketchy way of bringing rain and good harvests. Although the tribes fight amongst themselves, they band together to fight off foreign invaders, such as the Chichimecs to the south and other nearby enemies. The Apachean tribes field many archers, who are also skilled in melee, despite having little to no armor. The Apacheans are also able to adapt their fighting style to use the weapons captured from their enemies. I'm not sure if you're actually able to yoink any technology from the Chichimec tribes, the other kind of more Aztec tribes, but you can definitely from the invaders from the New World. I think the Chillhop are the only faction that you don't start with the ability to play as. You have to unlock them, but they're the only unlockable faction as far as I am aware. For our strengths, we are fierce, brave troops with many skilled archers, able to utilize their enemies' technology against them. Yeah, we're going to be playing as it's going to be the Apache checkerboard just about every single battle. Oh, it's going to be great. They wear very little armor and wield mostly archaic weapons as our weakness. We are going to be playing as on hard difficulty because on medium we completely obliterated the game. So we'll give the AI a little bit of cheats and see how things go, and then for our next campaign, if this is too easy, we'll bump things up to very hard. We'll keep the advice on off, and besides that, let's get on into the campaign. I can't wait. Our unique unit is the Senko. I think I already said that, but these are our super elite longbow style units. Let's jump in.
Speak of the new world, and men dream of riches, glory, and conquest. This land is home to the fearsome and decadent Aztecs, a people who appease their great sun god with hearts torn from the chests of their enemies. And enemies the Aztecs have aplenty. To the east on the Yucatan Peninsula, the Mayans, a majestic people with an epic history, dream of restoring their once great empire to its former glory. North, beyond the jungles, roam the Apachean Tribes, skilled hunters who follow the great herds across the plains, and fearsome warriors who are quick to learn the ways of their enemies. A new enemy sails on the horizon, bearing steel and marching under the Holy Cross. To Spain, the New World is a land of hope, a land where the Holy Word is delivered on the end of a sword. A land where empires are born. A land of total war.
And like that, we're in for our campaign. So we start with just one settlement here, the Apache camp, which is actually very full of units. We've got ourselves some Senkos, which, like I said, are those kind of longbow units. They've got combat bonus in deserts, excellent morale, flaming missiles, may charge without orders, but just a lot of the more native units from the New World. Most of them may charge without orders. We're a little bit undisciplined, as they haven't quite formed up into the more disciplined ranks, even like the Legions of Rome or New Spain. But they have very good stamina. The greatest of the dog soldiers. They have incredible missiles. And you have a heap of them too, so very good. Rabbit boys are our tier 1 kind of peasant archer. For morale, they are garbage in melee too. 3 attack, 2 defense. Yeah, so they're your peasant archers. Dog soldiers are a little bit better. They've got 7 missiles. 7 missile attack, 8 melee attacks. They can actually hold in. It's the only 2 defense, so they just hit a little bit harder, but don't do so well at defending themselves. They, of course, have no armor. But they have a combat bonus in deserts and have flaming missiles as well. We've also got the Apachean Braves, which actually do count as more of your Legion unit. These guys they're effective against armor, have a combat bonus in deserts, and good stamina. They actually have a javelin that they throw before you get into the thick of the melee. I don't know exactly how many of those javelins they have, but it's a pretty chunky one, as it has 9 missile. 10 melee attack and 12 defense, a little bit of armor and a pretty nice shield. Not a bad unit. You want to recruit as many of them as you can. You can actually see here, our units are very cheap with 30 upkeep on our more elite Apachean Braves. Scouts here are your more flanking light infantry with axes. I can hide anywhere, which is glorious. They have a combat bonus in deserts, good morale, and very good stamina. Nicknamed the Shadow People. Sneaky with an axe. We have our Apache emissary here, Luda. Send him out to go make some friends where we can, and convince some of the peoples that if you don't want atrocities to happen, it's best to join up with the Apache. So we need to go find the Chillhop tribes first, which are kind of down this way.
I go now. No,
because they will be our first arrival, and I'd like to keep them as kind of close as we can before it's time to throw hands. So still here at the Apache camp, we have access to the Hunter's Wigwam, which is giving us recruitment slots, free upkeep units, which would be interesting to see exactly how that works. I don't know if it doesn't kick into the next turn, or what, because we should have some free upkeep for a couple of these guys here, based on pretty much all of your wigwams and TP, pretty much all of your buildings are going to be giving you a free upkeep of some kind that only is going to count for whatever unit is recruited from that building. So as for example here, the Hunter's Wigwam, I think we get Rabbit Boys and Dog Soldiers, those would be the ones that would get the free upkeep availability there. So this is our growth and public order building. The Raiders Wigwam is where we get our Braves and Scouts, also allows us to recruit in Scouts. Also a public order bonus and a instant income bonus. Public order and religious conversion. Extra food and farms. Trade goods and emissaries, and then armor makers TP so we can get some padded armor for those who can. Great stuff. Okay, so like I said, the cool thing about the Apache is that we have the ability to call
Blessed leader.
with a Demothi the Wise Man, our MVP for the entire campaign. He's a chosen one and elder, has unquestionable faith, and is a nomad. Also can summon in a warpath, which allows us to then go crazy and claim a nearby settlement. Before we decide where to call this, because I don't have the exact min-max for this figured out, what we will do, so we know Chihuahua's here, and there's another settlement over nearby. We've got 10,000 gold to work with. I actually think, oh, you can see whose land it belongs to even if you can't find the settlement itself. That's cool. We got P-Tech and Tongva over here. So 2 settlements. Chihuahua, and that's more of our lands into the Comanche. We'll get over to the Comanche eventually. Oh, hang on here. We've got Captain Askuk as well. He has medicine. Look at these guys. 13 attack, 10 defense. They got a pretty nice shield. There's only 60 of them, so these are a support squad. They chant to inspire troops, probably boost up morale. They frighten any nearby infantry, have excellent morale, and then may just charge in wherever they want. So you definitely want to keep them behind other units.
Great leader.
Okay, so I think we'll have Chihuahua be the target of our chieftain here in the camp. We'll send him out to do some damage.
Warriors stand ready.
Chief Alosaka. That's a pretty decent command, and he's already quite old, so there's no reason to leave him here. Because once your units, or once your family members and generals start getting up to age 60, that's when they start having a chance to die. They usually die of old age between 60 and 64. I believe 2 turns pass every single, or 2 years pass every single turn, so we will want to, send him out and actually have him do some damage.
Bless my leader.
As for the chief's son, Laku here, loyal, pretty pious. Looks like they're more in the dread side, so we want to build up as much dread as possible. Pretty decent. No mercenaries yet. They actually only come in when you do activate
Mighty leader.
the warpath. Yeah, let's send him up this way, the scout.
Moving quietly.
So the city isn't on this side of the mountains.
Leaving no trail.
Here's Tongva.
Watching here until morning.
Let's get some Apachean Braves too. So this is an Apache city over here in what looks like Southern California. Sounds about right.
Great leader. Great leader.
All right, Apachean Elder, we'll send you down towards this rebel village. Gotta convert the people.
Yes, leader.
Commend me.
This captain,
Your warriors stand ready.
Great leader.
I guess we do need to leave some of the rabbit boys back here in camp. So when we bring them through, we'll just have the rabbit boys stay. Be a pretty tough fight, but I bet we could win with just this squad. And we'll see.
Mighty
For now, though, we go ahead and grab the faction leader. Here, let's do what I wanted to do. We'll go ahead and activate the warpath, summon this on in, and we will summon it and choose. Let's choose the. Is that the Comanche camp? Is the one that is over here. So basically, we activate the warpath, send the chief's son over to claim Tongva, and then back up towards Comanche. That might be a bit too much.
great leader.
Let's just go after Tongva here. And a turn 1 warpath.
The fire of anger has been lit amongst the Apachean Tribes. A warpath has been called, and only the blood of the tribe's enemies will soothe the Great Spirit. Beware all. These people bring forth a storm of fury and vengeance.
Yeah, they do. Okay, so a warpath has been called against the settlement. It's time for all brave Apachean warriors to answer the call. You may set any army, or you must set an army on the warpath within 10 turns to join. And so now we have, I don't know, something like 10 turns to capture Tongva. Well, let's do it.
Warriors stand ready.
Chief Son Halaku,
Mighty leader.
join the warpath.
Commend me.
And like that we can reach Tongva this turn. And now we have access to recruiting up some native mercenaries, which you can see are a lot more expensive to upkeep. But this is where you're going to get most of your proper expendable troops you don't care about so much. So likely what we're going to end up doing is throwing in a couple of native archers and some warriors, whatever the cheapest units are here. The mercenaries, these guys are trash. You want to get the native warriors. The mercenaries are only if you have no choice.
Your warriors stand ready. Mighty leader.
We'll bring all the
Yes,
warriors
mighty
back to
leader.
camp. And what we will do is have just the rabbit boys basically stay out.
Great leader.
And then we have to have others, so probably the Apachean scouts.
Your warriors stand ready. Your warriors stand ready. Your warriors stand
And
ready.
then one more, we'll go ahead and bring these Apachean scouts with us. It's really more of a missile game with the Apache, but we can be pretty nasty with the sneaky axe boys.
Moving our warriors apart.
Great leader.
And now
Commend me.
we bring them out and join the warpath, and then we'll have them go down after Chihuahua.
My leader.
Your warriors stand ready. Commend
The
me.
Apache camp is completely fine with us not being here anymore. Huh.
We move at once.
Well, that's good to know.
Great leader.
We join the warpath as well.
Your warriors stand ready.
I'd like to travel this way. It's not that much more, and we could set up some watchtowers. So we're gonna go this way with the chief.
We move at once. Our
Set you up a
warriors
watchtower so we
camp
can keep
here
an eye on the
until
area.
dawn. Great leader.
Same thing with Alaku here. We'll bring him to this
Yes,
position,
honored leader.
set up that watchtower, and then recruit him in some mercenaries. Actually, let's see. We're down at 600 at the moment, so we do need to quickly move in to conquer Tongva and some other land too. We'll do that. Fill the army in completely. Get ourselves a mercenary captain. I love it. He's still the old crusty Frenchman in Brigandine. Projected total, so it's only 300 down. We do still need to hurry. So what we'll do is Sweat Lodge is going to give us conversion and public health. Dance circles, I'm pretty sure we have to pay for the dances. guess let's go for the farmer's wigwam first, get more growth. Or how many of these could we put in a single turn? Sweat lodge sounds great. We'll do the sweat lodge into the farmer's wigwam. Let's actually go another scout. And then some more rabbit boys, just for some more archers to hold the line here.
My leader, mighty leader.
Aye, Chief Son, towards Tongva. We destroy.
Without fear or question. We
Excellent, and
rest.
there is our first turn. So little to do, I'm always feeling like I'm missing something. There is a weak, disorganized tribe nearby that we could easily assimilate into our great society. The elders recommend you capture the settlement and teach them our ways. That we shall. Smack. We've got this awesome bit of art. We'll receive a reward of 2,000 florins. And now we're back into positive already. That was quite fast. However, all these new troops we just recruited are going to break that down pretty aggressively. So what's here in Tongva? 4 Apache Braves, those are the danger units, and then 2 native archers, 3 dog soldiers, and 1 native warrior.
My leader. Mighty leader.
Alright, Chief. You're gonna move down this way, so let's head down.
Yes.
Put up yet another watchtower, because I'm not getting snuck up on here.
Honored leader. Yes. Today's
Your warriors stand
Then we
ready.
go hit this village.
Yes. We
So we'll have to
shall
spend 1 turn.
without fear or
They
question.
only last for 2... We
have
don't even
them
have to
trapped
do
in there
anything to
now.
them.
Of the
We'll maintain the
food
siege for a
our
turn.
assault.
That way we can keep
Mighty
our cheaper upkeep, because they're down to 0 upkeep, which is amazing. It is the only reason we're making any gold right now.
blessed leader.
Demothi, get down here.
A blessed journey. I must rest.
We'll bring this scout over to check out what's happening with the other camps. For now, we'll do no more recruiting, and we'll just kind of... Yeah, because we can send
Your
these
warriors stand ready. Great
3
leader.
units over towards Tongva. Then they can be our garrison, and we can kick out all those native mercenaries. They're going to cost a heap to upkeep.
Great leader. Yes. We shall not fail.
My leader,
Alright, any of you head on down. Find our next target.
moving quietly.
Thank you, sir.
Stopping here, mighty leader.
I love how fast these turns are, too. Chief Son is betrothed to Nasha. That sounds glorious. The gods and people will rejoice at the joining of these 2 nobles. Excellent. Tlaxcalans and New Spain had an alliance. Actually, I think the Tlaxcalans you can also play as. I'm pretty positive there's at least 2 factions you can unlock. Only 100 positive. So our gold is going to
Warriors stand ready.
Serving
keep
with
draining.
pride. On my way.
Still
further today,
just
my
rebels.
Great leader.
Both of you keep coming on
Yes,
through.
leader.
Great leader.
Actually, I wonder if having him with the Chief's Son would have given him any bonuses. Having him go with the Crusade of the Warpath.
Yes, mighty leader.
Your warriors stand ready.
Alright, we'll send the Chief in to take these clowns down.
Their walls will
Oh, yeah, we can.
not
I was
stop
curious to
us.
see who was in here, but we can do that with the
Is it time
assault.
to take this place, great leader? Mighty leader. Yes. We shall not fail.
I completely forgot it has its own kind of battle music, too. 6 to 1. Bunch of native archers. Well, no matter how badly we overwhelm them, this is going to be the majority of our campaign. They're a mixture of the Crusade mechanic and the Waha mechanic from Warhammer. It's going to be terrifying for everyone around. Onward.
Show no fear. The war god is with us.
Alright, let's start deployment. Look, we are out in just the open desert fields. There's no hiding. Ah, this would have been great to have at least a couple of units we didn't care about taking damage on. I guess the Apache Braves will be that for this battle.
Apachean Tribes, move out! Apachean Tribes,
No one expects the
march!
Apachean Legion.
Apachean Tribes, move out!
Okay, so do we have one of the Koitsenkos? And did these guys have long-range missiles? Oh no, they don't. Just really high damage missiles.
Forward! Forward! Forward!
So we will want to use one unit
Move out!
up front. The Rabbit Boys kind of stacked in like this. Still want to make sure my shield lads are up front all the way. I'm almost positive our foes will ignore them to shoot the Rabbit Boys.
Move out! Forward! Archers! Archers!
So we'll do something a little bit more like that. Okay, then we have the Medicine Men, which we want behind.
Move out! Move out!
And we will take a look at our units here in just a moment.
Forward!
It's gonna be a mixture of a checkerboard and just line, because we do have more missiles than them.
Archers!
It would be foolish not to act like it. We have here the Koitsenkos, which I'm gonna put in the back here. Which I guess when it's just a battle of missiles, you want just a line of missiles to get the most amount of damage, don't you? That's a bit boring. We're not doing that. Alright, so we'll have our scouts. They can hide anywhere, including in the desert sands. We will have them be the ambush when no one's paying attention. Or they're too busy worrying about the arrows hitting them in the face. You three come over here. One other unit running over to this deployment zone. Yeah, I guess we'll have to have them sneak around. That's fine, they can be on the top secret mission.
Move out!
Let's do it on broken line of Braves in the center here. That way, if any of those guys do want to close the gap, they can get filled full of javelins. And the War Chiefsmen, what are these guys? They're heavy infantry.
Forward!
So we really don't want to use them, really. Unless we have no choice. Because there's no getting heavy infantry out of a fight. Yeah, they look incredible, though, don't they? Look at the colors. Don't have the great zoom in, and they have the orange color for the Apache. That's perfect. What better than the orange of the bloody handprint?
Dog soldiers!
Our dog soldiers kind of are going to be our bread and butter. We're going to have mostly dog soldiers. Rabbit Boys, we're going to phase out as quickly as we can. These guys are just for expendable bits. And then what are we looking for? Our Koitsenkos. Which, if you know the true pronunciation for this, please help me out. If I've got it right, then great. Otherwise, I want to make sure we get it all correct here. Because I've got two of these guys, so we'll put the other ones with their brethren here. He said it with Senko. Yeah, I've got it right. Leave some of the Braves over there. That's no good. So we've got one on this side. One over here. Make sure we've got everyone where they're supposed to be. Excellent. For now, we'll go ahead and keep everyone in a group. That should be right. I'll grab the Braves too and put them in guard mode. Excellent. Let it begin. No music to start, huh? There it is. So where are they going? What's the plan here, boys? Go ahead and send these scouts way out wide. The Apachean legions move in. We do also want to probably take the high ground over here, that way we can fire in. Although with just the sheer blanket of fire we have. Move the group up to about here and see if we can't start firing on them. Or the scouts will start moving them up. I'm also curious to see how close they can get before they get spotted. Our foes shaking their boots, as any would. We're not quite in range. That's fine. So what we'll do is we'll take the Braves out of position. We'll give them their own unit. Actually, we'll have the Braves go with anyone who's a melee troop. Will be in group 2. Then you guys just kind of walk forward till you can start firing. Well, I want it to be very organized. The Braves come over. Medicine men, let's go ahead and move up yourselves with the Chief's men. I don't know if they're in range yet, but we'll keep maneuvering for now. They're just not reacting at all at the moment. As soon as our men are in range. Not sure why we're not firing. Oh good, this is gonna be a rerun of the last first episode. Where all of our boys are clearly in range, they're not gonna fire on anyone. Nice. Okay, so go ahead and give him a charge. They're being shot to pieces. Yeah, there are those native archers. Bit of a mess, but I think that's how a lot of our battles are going to be here. Our scouts come charging in the native warriors. Our archers are not being the most useful.
We plead our foes well. Soon they will run.
I mean, the Braves are overwhelming the center line here. Go ahead and sit in the medicine men with the Chief's warriors. Go ahead and have the dog soldiers pull back. Have you guys start firing in there. Braves give him the old javelin chuck. Reef the amount of arrows coming in here. Yeah, this is where we can't really give them orders. We have to just let the missile troops do their things. We have to get them set up, let them start firing, regardless of any of the damage they might be taking. Apache scouts put in some good work.
We have bled our foes well. They have few
They're fighting
warriors
archers.
still
That is
standing.
never going to go well. But we are losing a pretty extreme number of our scouts. Melee and the amount of arrows flying in. I mean, 8% is no real big deal. Spear wall. There's our chief. Hopefully those stray arrows take him out. Go ahead and get his men out of there. The arrows need to cease. Everyone give him one final charge and finish him off. The arrows keep raining down. You do want the chieftain to be fighting, or any of your generals to be fighting, that way they gain traits for it. You just want to be very careful with them.
By our ancestors, our men have taken control of the city.
I thought that was our chief. I was like, no! Speaking of, taking control of the city. Charge, warriors! But yeah, you definitely want to make sure these guys were even in on the flanks, and they still did pretty poorly. Cut down the last few archers, and that is a victory, Apache.
Sing, warriors, sing! Our victory is so great, even our ancestors will feast tonight.
Sounds good to me. 223 fall after their 900. We outnumber them by a little bit. Gilded bow goes to the dog soldier. Well done. Well, that's Chihuahua claimed, and
Great leader, we have
Florins
defeated
in our
them.
vault.
The war god has blessed us with this victory.
Now, we probably should not massacre anyone. We'll just conquer it. Mission success. We've conquered Chihuahua, giving us 6 units of Apache Embrace. We definitely can't afford them. And then 2,000 extra Florins. Oh, maybe we can afford them. Extra dread for Chief Alosaka. Perfect.
Great
Oh, we
leader.
can continue just to move on from here. Excellent. Alright, so we'll go ahead and just leave
Mighty leader,
a few of these Apachean Braves that are a bit wounded.
great leader,
Or the Apachean Scouts, that is. So we'll let them heal up, and we'll keep moving. Use that warpath a bit longer. In
With
fact,
us.
we might as well... Well, we do want the Chief's son to
I
get some
speak
fighting
for you
in.
today?
Mighty leader,
And next turn we'll conquer this regardless, so...
your warriors stand ready. Without
Chief's
fear
son
or
Halaku. Let's get him. Tongva will be a much more difficult settlement to break, but I'm happy to throw all of our mercenaries in to the thick of things and let them sort it out. And then only then bring in our boys. Let's do it.
Make the spirits of our ancestors proud!
Alright, so start deployment. This one we have them the same kind of settlement here, so let's just kind of completely surround them. Give these guys the fire arrows.
Archers!
We'll do you two slightly back,
Archers! Spread out!
and then put you guys spread out.
Archers! Spread out!
There we go. The native archers can be the thick of things. We'll have them be their own group. And then all of our Apachean archers can kind of sneak in from another angle.
Forward! Spread out! Move out this area! Move out!
Yeah, we can have the quick Senkos coming in behind. Although the thing is that they don't have more range, so we want to need them in their own zone. Otherwise, when they blob up, they just don't do what they're supposed to. Then we'll have the warriors charging in from the other side. That way we can shoot into their warriors' backs. Onde's men. Oh, there are bonus V cavalry. Frightened infantry. Oh, so they're super good heavy infantry. Heavy-ish infantry. Same thing, we'll have our scouts move. They move very quickly, so we can trust in them to close the gap in a hurry. I'll put the Braves behind this first group. Then the medicine men, one of them here. I'm not sure how we grabbed every unit. I was just trying to grab the Apachean Braves. Thanks. Bring them all over here. We got our infantry in a group, then we'll have one of the Onde's men with our general. So this was our heavy infantry division. We'll have them defending the archers. Pretty much get everyone else out of their groups, though, very soon. And then the last thing we're going to do is put the medicine men over here with this set of Onde's men. And then to start the fight, we're going to have everyone firing spicy arrows. Let's do it. So the enemy may decide that it's smarter to rush one side or the other. We'll see. I'm sorry. What's going on here? These Apachean Braves were outside. They lost 3 of them for their hard work too. Just have them advance. Have this group start to advance as well, and the Apachean scouts go wide. Where are they going? Are they giving the settlement to us? Or what's happening here? Oh good, you boys are being dumb. We just gotta give them direct orders of where to go. Sneaky boys around the other side. Apachean Braves and Native Warriors start moving in. Already just the Native Warriors are moving in. Charge. Meanwhile, the Braves take a position here and wait. Alright, our archers are being fired on. Or I guess shot at is the right terminology there. There's no fire involved. Wait, Zinko's advance. Give the business. It's a bit longer to get in position, but now only the units that we want to be taking the damage are. Native warriors, do your thing. Braves advance as well. Go obliterate those archers. Where are other scouts at? Go find someone to give a chop. I didn't realize that they were visible. Sorry, scouts. Only move it if you need to. Have these guys start chanting. They're stuck in a bad spot. Everyone's gonna get caught on fire. Get in there, scouts. See, they thought about it. Alright, all day's men, get in there. Break them. Braves, show these guys what javelins look like. You see they've switched their targeting. But it's far too late. They're completely trapped in here. Ande's men start cutting these guys to pieces. We'll have the medicine men give them a good wallop too.
Our foes were fools to raise their fists against us. Look how we best their warriors.
Right, Ande's men hold. You guys really can't afford to lose because we can't really replenish you. Fire on the Braves. Let's have them start firing normal arrows so we actually have proper accuracy here. Not just lighting all of our own dudes on fire. Keep chopping through them. It just seems as though your Apache campaigns are going to have losses.
The sun god smiles upon us. Many of our foes lie slain.
God, look at all the arrows coming in. Apache and Braves are giving the business. 11% to 65% is what you're supposed to use your mercenaries for too. Extremely expendable fodder. Ande's men, you go ahead and take the hill here. It's like they're broken. Brave just stand there and start chucking spears in. It's a bad day to be a rebel. The air is full of sharp sticks and the screams of men. Glorious. Alright, now's when we'll go ahead and just have these guys charge. Anyone else using a bow, go ahead and calm down with that nonsense. We'll go ahead and give the order for the Ande's men and the war chief to charge. Give him the chant of doom.
Leader lies dead. Now his men will sense their doom.
Every time that happens, I think it's our chief that just gets taken out. I see the Apache here putting in some work. Everyone that is throwing stuff, go use your sticks.
Great one. Our warriors have the city.
Alright, so the chieftain is in combat, so as long as he's in combat, I believe for about 20 seconds. I think that's how much it costs. But as long as he's in combat for a bit, he gets credit for, or is it trait, for all of the positive traits that are good for being in battle and surviving. I'll through the rest of them pretty quickly here. And the final brave falls. Excuse me, boys.
Ha! Our enemy is no more. We are the mighty one.
They just tried to assassinate the chief's son. Golden sword / bow goes to... Well, hang on now. Is it a golden axe this time around? The Apachean scouts the 191 kills. Incredible. Well, Tongva belongs to me now. Chief's son Helaku, the great warrior.
God was with us. I have taken these lands for you,
There
mighty
it is.
leader.
And we shall go ahead and just settle. Dread all the way up. Shamelessly takes pleasure in causing pain and suffering, as one should. We'll go ahead and drop the text right here. And same thing in Chihuahua. So even with the... having to actually pay for upkeep... Oh, never mind. Never mind, that's 4,000 that we're dropping. Yikes, okay. It's a glorious day for the brave noble tribes of the north. We've shown our courage and conviction by making good on our promise of destruction to this settlement. The mighty Apachean warpath will be feared by all. 3,000 florins and 40 units gain in experience bonus. As they should.
Great leader.
My leader.
Nice, so everyone's got a nice little bump to their experience, including the bodyguard units. Extra dread, and then... Warrior Wrestle. How did you become the great warrior there? Devote one's life to the great. Go to the warriors, the sort of thing that even the great spirit will look highly upon. +5 dread, +3 piety. 3 extra command with fighting against Catholics, and then command against fighting against the followers of the sun god too. Awesome. And basically with that, we want to keep throwing our mercenaries into the thick of things until they are no longer with us, because they cost so much to upkeep.
Your warriors stand ready.
We want to move on pretty quickly here too. Put up a watchtower just in case. Have them go reinforce here in Tongva. It's an income bonus. We want the Raider EP first, then Conversion, then Hunter. I'm not Trader. We want the Raider's hut first. We've already got it. So then, yeah, we want Trader into Medicine Man. Thank goodness all of our buildings are so cheap. Some more rabbit boys. They cost 10 to upkeep.
Your warriors stand ready. Mighty leader.
Mighty leader. Their secrets shall
We won't have you do any scouting. I always get unlucky there and they just get throat chopped.
We rest here.
So let's just bring this army towards Chihuahua for now. We'll figure out what to do with them.
Mighty leader.
My leader, leaving no trail.
Etik is our next
Moving quietly.
target.
Your warriors stand ready.
And so we march.
Yes. We shall not fail.
Blessed leader.
Mighty leader.
Chief Alasaka, we've got to find you a settlement to conquer. This is the wilderness of Culiacan and the Navajoa lands, which I think neither one of them are ones we're really looking to conquer. Coahuila. No, but it's still more territory for us to control.
Your warriors stand ready.
Ooh, our treasury is dwindling so quickly. Gotta make use of these soldiers fast. Look at that, we've got ourselves a new candidate for adoption. Manipi of the Choctaw. Sounds good to me. We need to send an emissary to the Chichimac tribes to gain 1,000 florins. That we absolutely are up to. Satinka. New royal birth. Glorious.
My leader.
Well, Chief, we gotta find...
Great leader.
We gotta find this settlement here.
Speed of the wind spirits.
So it's not
Spirits
here.
say there is no path there.
Great leader, leaving no trail.
Here's the Navajoa camp.
Moving quietly.
Your warriors stand ready.
I guess we need to go after the Navajoa then. That's Pitik, and then Navajoa is right underneath it, which is right here.
Great leader.
We did just get ourselves a new General of the Choctaw,
Command me.
so we can bring him down, or actually, rather up,
Your warriors stand ready.
towards the Apache camp, or through the middle here. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll have him
Great leader. Our warriors
this way,
stand
put up
here
a
until
watchtower in
dawn.
the middle of this area so we can keep an eye.
Great leader. The
And then
war
they
god
can beat up and go
marches
after the Comanche camp.
My leader, it cannot be done.
Excellent.
Moving unseen.
Your warriors stand ready.
I'd love to get another one in here, but...
Mighty leader. Yes.
Oh, there's the Chichimek lands. Black and red. They put an excellent
No
color
further
scheme.
Today, mighty leader.
Mighty leader.
We can cut off across the center. No, we want to stay more or less together, so let's go after the Navajo camp here.
Without fear or quite, my leader. Yes, we shall not fail you. We have them trapped in there
Dog
now.
soldiers and some native archers.
warriors
Same
still
kind of
have
strategy,
the
we want to
enemy
get warmed
cornered,
up, so we'll have
mighty
one more battle for today's episode.
Great leader.
The chief's son versus the poor pitiful people of Pitik.
Without fear or question.
Well, Captain Chikala, prepare to meet your maker.
Make war with pride. We shall find victory.
Alright, we start deployment. Another open field battle, you all are doomed. So very doomed. So once again, we'll have the scouts flanking. Oh, these poor guys have taken quite a wounding in the previous battles here. Native archers, and then the ones in loose formation. Native warriors charge straight down the middle with the help of 2 of the braves, which we will put on the flanks. Then 1 more to rush round. Heavy warriors. And then here, we'll just have the Hutsenko and everyone come around the side like last time. So Rabbit Boy is in the center. But Cinco's quite a ways behind because they're elite.
Forward! Archer, Cinco!
Like last time, we'll have the Andes men and the medicine men defending the archer teams themselves because anyone wants to get brave and close the gap. Alright, there we have it. Only ones we want in a group are going to be you guys, so I can quickly get a hold of them. And this one, because this is all of our infantry. I'm sorry. Well, these are the ones we're going to have scout round. Beautiful. Let's do it. We kicked the hornet's nest. Go ahead and bring the guys in with shields first. Alright, so since they're all clumped up, yes, they will be able to fire out, but they're going to be much less likely to be as useful in doing so. You guys run. Just need you close enough to start firing on the dog soldiers. Come on now. We gotta have our guys full back. Oh, they're fainting us right back. Are they fair? Respect. Now we send in the scouts. Just gotta figure out exactly what sides they're on. I got the medicine men and Andes men moving in like I shouldn't have. Medicine men, you guys fall back. Quick like. Now we move in the Apachean Braves.
The enemy leader runs before our warriors. Hunt him and his warriors.
Wait, Cinco's, what are you guys doing? Good grief. Well, obviously you told us to run in and use our melee attacks, boss. Easy.
Lead our foes well. Soon they will run.
And of course, who else are you gonna shoot at besides them? And no one?
The sun god smiles upon us. Many of our foes lie slain.
Get in there, put him down. Start throwing those spears. Yeah, they're focus firing to quit Cinco because they're the strongest unit. In that aspect, they've got us here. We've got him once again completely surrounded with a sea of arrows coming in. Let's go ahead and have the archers ceasefire. Once again, we'll allow everyone to be in one big blob and just charge. Except for you, Quincy. I love that they're still able to shoot at you guys. But you, Quincy, goes, you just leave. Everyone else, get in there and give them a good wallop.
By our ancestors, our men have taken control of the city.
That had better not have been our chief. Enemy general fallen. Let's go figure out exactly. No, he's got the really long flowing one. So as long as we don't see that, we're good to go. Butcher them, lads.
Our enemy is no more.
Easy.
We are the mighty ones.
But of course. Don't worry about the fact that we outnumber them 2-1. Once again, this one's the golden bow goes to the Quite Cinco's, looks like. Well done, lads. Extra cookies for all. And like that, we've got 4 settlements under our control. That's before we start running into the larger factions, which will, without a doubt, make things a little bit spicier.
They are ours now. Your warriors.
They are ours now.
Great leader. Your
Here we're
warriors
pretty much
stand
burnt
ready.
on movement.
Great leader. Mighty leader. Yes.
Which is fine. We'll be down 200 next turn. I'm betting we can call it another warpath in about 10 turns.
Blessed leader.
Love a cooldown timer, but that's alright. Here in PT, we drop the tax rate. We retrain pretty much anyone that we're allowed to. The Braves. Sounds perfect. Get those guys retraining. Now we can put in a Hogan here. All we have at the moment is a Raiders TP and the Medicine Man's Wigwam. Free upkeep for Rabbit Boys. Improve farms. That's a single turn. That's an extreme decrease to the cost to retrain. Let's start off with farming. Then go to the Hunter, then the Hogan. And we'll go Trader's Wigwam to try to keep making a little bit more money. They have about the same. We just need a bunch of missiles.
Your warriors stand ready.
Great leader.
Serving with
Excellent.
pride.
That is turn number 4. Dog soldiers and some braves retrained. Glorious.
My leader.
Well, Elky, let's keep figuring out exactly what's happened down here. We've got
Moving unseen.
Ulia Khan, which is likely a Chichimek
Great leader.
victory
I go
condition.
now.
Would not be surprised.
On my way.
Now we have to find the Chichimek tribes,
Yes. I go now.
which we've got a huge bit of territory to look through. Zacatecas. We can find it.
Great leader.
I'm gonna continue to move this way across the land. That way we're not getting snuck up on.
Yes, honored leader. Yes, continue.
Great leader.
And this captain can
War
move
God
to
mighty
join up.
with us. Mighty
Bring the
leader,
dog soldiers
your
also to join up.
We rest here.
I love the raiders' wigwam. It'll go trader first, then the farmers.
Mighty leader.
Great leader.
Alright, then move on. We'll leave the rabbit boys here. Because they're garbage. We get moving towards the Navajo camp. We've kind of spread out the wrong way, but I think it's completely fine. Go in another watchtower.
Your warriors stand ready.
Like having full sight over the lands.
Yes. Mighty leader.
Oh, what are these guys? Zacatecos Raiders. Oh, they're like our Apache scouts. They're sneaky. And then the Huachichil Warriors. Which are like an axe version of the Quetzencos, it's like. Or, sorry, of the Andes men.
Great leader.
So we probably want to use an overwhelming tide then. I want to keep expanding with extreme aggression, so we're going to move on down to Uliacan
Without fear or
and let
question.
the chief's son go after
We
Navajo.
rest here.
Pretty excellent first episode here for the Apachean Tribes. Thank you all so much for stopping on by the first episode of our America's Campaign Medieval 2 series. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub zone, and I'll see you all in the next one.